Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
In a heartfelt farewell, broadcaster Martha Kearney signed off from BBC Radio 4's Today program for the final time after a distinguished 6-year run, saying she will be enjoying the lions. During the Irish journalist's last appearance of the early morning show, her colleagues shared their admiration and warm memories. Kirsty Walk, a fellow BBC presenter, said, "I have loved waking up to the voice of the beehive. Martha is a true friend to many, many lucky people, but she's also been a true friend to listeners because Martha's voice is one you can trust. Her warmth, genuine. And she has a wicked sense of humor. Martha Kearney is a true star of Radio 4. Martha, 66, replied, "Oh, it's not fair making me listen to Kirsty. She's such a good friend, it's really set me off, but yes, how lovely it felt." Kearney's departure from the Today program marks the end of a 6-year stint, but she will remain part of the BBC family. Her upcoming project, a nature program titled This Natural Life, is set to start in November. Rajan joked that it took only 268 items about wild swimming and puffin colonies, but they finally have given you a nature program. The segment, filled with nostalgia, had Today presenter Amol Rajan at one point saying, "This all getting very convivial," and joking that someone else would have some misty-eyed nonsense to share with Martha. Rajan, 41, said that Martha became a famous name and a household figure through presenting, "But you're a reporter at heart, aren't you? That's where you started out, that's what you love." Kearney replied, "I started out at LBC many years ago, and I still love it when we used to go out to various places around the country because I think it's only when you're on the ground that you can really find things out. I was thinking, with all so much American politics which I covered a lot of my career, I went to Pennsylvania in 2016 when it was the eye between Trump and Hillary Clinton. I went to a rally of hers in Pittsburgh and hardly anyone was there. There was no enthusiasm. I went out to place you wouldn't think would be supporting Donald Trump and they were. It was at that stage I thought, right, this is going to turn. And it happened again in this election when I did a road trip through Norfolk and somebody had told me look out for Liz Truss constituency. It's going to be the Portillo moment of the night, and when I went to talk to people there, I thought, maybe it will be the Portillo moment." Kearney also shared her gratitude for the trust and affection from listeners. "If you pay too much attention to Twitter/X, you can get the feeling we're absolutely loathed and people's targets. But Radio 4 listeners are amazing." In her final words, Kearney said, "Well, as we often say at this point, that's nearly all from us, and normally at this time we'd credit the people who have been working on today's program. But actually I want to take this opportunity to thank all the brilliant producers, the studio managers who get us on air in the UK and around the world, my fellow presenters, band of brothers and sisters who know what it's all like. But most of all, our listeners who say they wake up with us every day. I'll be enjoying the lions." Career overview. Martha Kearney's career in journalism spans several decades and continents. Raised in Dublin, Sussex, and Edinburgh, she began her broadcasting journey as a phone-in operator at LBC/IRN Radio in London. She swiftly rose through the ranks to become a reporter, presenter, and lobby correspondent. Her early work includes reporting for Channel 4's A Week in Politics, where she continued to make a mark with the BBC On the Record, Panorama, and Newsnight. Kearney has reported from challenging environments such as Holloway Prison and with drug addicts in Glasgow, as well as international hotspots including India, Pakistan, and Nicaragua. As Newsnight's political editor starting in 2000, she covered every election since 1987 and interviewed every British Prime Minister from that period. Her extensive work in Northern Ireland earned her a BAFTA nomination, particularly for breaking the news of secret talks between Martin McGuinness and the British government. Her documentaries on the Good Friday Agreement and the Maze Prison are highly acclaimed. Covering every U.S. election since 1988, Kearney interviewed prominent